Hello, everyone. My name is Justin. Welcome back to the Boston Bruins GMO series. If you watched the last episode, you know that I'm recording this right after I recorded the last episode. I don't know when this is going up, but it's going to be recorded right now. Before the actual Stanley Cup playoff starts, I can't really talk about that. But we're going to get into this. I want to make this quick. I got things to do before I have to leave. We're in the third round. People kind of said, wow, they made the playoffs. They've done that plenty under GM Justin, but they've never done anything. He completely butchered the team and is trying to rebuild it now. And wow, they made the playoffs this year. They probably won't make it far, and they might not even make it next year just because of the pattern that we've had. But I've really done a better job of trying to get this team in the right direction. I knew we didn't have the best record. I know we're not the best on paper, but I think the team we have here is really proven that they can do some damage. Thankfully, we get another, I don't want to say easy team, but another team that underachieved in the regular season, 42-31-9 with the Columbus Blue Jackets. We will take a look real quick at their lines, and then we will get into simulating. I've noticed from listening to my own videos that I sometimes talk too fast, and you can't always clearly understand what I'm saying, so I'm trying to do a better job at kind of slowing down without talking slow to where it sounds like I'm dumb. But we'll review our opponents here. So Boone Jenner is up to an 89 he had top 6 potential. What's he been doing? Decent numbers in the regular season, kind of been up and down. Not necessarily first-line numbers, but he's a great all-around player. Pierre-Luc Dubois really didn't develop as well as they probably would have liked, but he's getting decent numbers. Not first-line, but decent. Then Oliver Bjorkstrand. He seems to be a player that has the best potential. I mean, he's 28, but he could easily get an 80-point season. So sniper, power, and two-way. The same thing with the Red Wings last episode. They don't have a playmaker to go with with a sniper rather, on their first line. Interesting. And then it kind of drops off. I'm noticing the same thing with the Red Wings. Vladimir Kaminsky, where they don't have any game changers. They got decent depth, but they're kind of underachieving in some areas. They got some weird role combinations, and they don't have anyone who makes me go, oh crap, that's the guy. If we don't shut down, we lose. Bjorkstrand's pretty nice. Savard is pretty nice, but they aren't superstars. Their decor is okay. 83 here. Zach Werenski, another player who did not develop. I could swear I made him medium elite, but maybe, I don't know. But I can swear I did. But they have a 77. That's the real weak link unless there's an injury, and we'll check real quick. There is. Tyler Myers. Okay. So it seems to be their strength is defense, but Myers is injured. You plug Myers in here, or even on the third line, and all of a sudden their decor is pretty nice. Goalies, Corpusalo. Here's their defense. They're a good defensive team. You can tell. 92 overall goalie. Plus they got the 1-2 punch with Bobrovsky, who's getting $7.5 million to be the backup goalie. Okay, so for a team like ours, we have to score to win. We haven't exactly been the best offensive team in the world. But let's hope that defense wins championships, and we can put our defense, who has been successful despite not being the best on paper. Hopefully they can match up with theirs. Let's get right into it in front of the home fans once again. They don't deserve a loss here, first game of the series. And we're up 1-0. Lacerte, I called him out last episode saying he drifted and he needs to bounce back this round. We are out shooting them. They are flustered. And we just need an insurance marker here from somebody. Our power play's been struggling and it still continues to struggle. Someone get a insurance marker. It looks like we might not get one, but hopefully Gillies can turn into a brick wall in front of the net. And he will, and we get a 1-0 victory in game 1. Like I said, their offense doesn't scare me too much. I don't want to jinx it or anything. So if we can just get a few goals, even if that was only one, then I think we can win some games here. Our AHL squad's still in the playoffs, which is fantastic. That's good growth for some guys down there. And we got a pretty good ratings, 80, 83, 84. Maybe we'll take a look at the player stats for that at the end of this episode. Let's go straight into game 2. If we can start out 2-0, 2 home victories, that'd be fantastic. So they score, but Scandella, our trade deadline acquisition, didn't trade for him to get goals, but he got one pretty clutch right there. Second period, oh boy. This is not looking good. Our offense that has not been spectacular now has to come up from a 2-goal deficit. We're out shooting them and not winning. That's just a recipe for disaster. That just means it's a bad game. Hopefully we can bounce back next game because it doesn't look like we're going to do anything. So we've scored 2 goals in 2 games. A little bit concerning. I'm really hoping that first line will turn it on, though. Forsberg, Geet, and Backstrom. Hopefully they'll turn it on here. If we don't win this next game, or if we don't get more than 1 goal, I'm gonna have to juggle the lines. So let's just go out and just destroy a 1-0 Sundqvist. Oh, come on. Ponick, Dubois, Clifford. They're a team that sims well. Kind of like us. Not the best on paper, but sim well. They're out shooting us. Someone needs to come in clutch. We need a comeback here. Third period Warriors. We were third period Warriors last series. Oh my gosh, it's over. Anybody? Okay. Time to juggle the lines here. Maybe even juggle our defensive pairings. Because we have allowed 7 goals in the last 2 games. 8 goals. I believe it is 8. Burmistrov's injured. That doesn't help the fact. So let's see what we can do to edit these lines here. Let's move Geet down here. Move Lacerte up. Hopefully that won't hurt him. Then Connolly with Malkin and him. Defensive pairings. +0. I look at plus minus. So Carlo and Bennington aren't getting it done. They're both minus players. So we just do that as a kind of a swap. And that hopefully will balance it out. It's worked in the past for me. We need to tie up the series. We get on 3-1. No fans are even going to come to the next game, honestly. It's 1-1. Okay, we have to step up and win. I know changing the lines could hurt chemistry. Someone's got to step up. Oh my gosh, they freaking scored 12 seconds in. Forsberg, Geet, Malkin, Zaboral, Gergensons. Thank goodness Sundqvist back-to-back. Oh, are you kidding me? 23 seconds after someone score again, please. Oh my gosh, again, we can't get more than 2 goals. Bennington from Geet. Sundqvist from Bennington. Alright, it is time to juggle the lines once again. We need to spark something. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go Geet, Forsberg, Malkin, Backstrom, DeBrusque, Lacerte, then this. This would be a miracle if we can come back, but it isn't looking likely. You know, I said as long as we can make it to the second or third round, I'm happy. You know, but as we were kind of winning games, I was kind of thinking, okay, maybe we can actually make it to the Cup Finals here. We are up 1-0. So can we keep the door closed? They've kind of been scoring on us a lot. An insurance marker would be huge. Right here, power play. Finally, our power play scores Malkin. We have the insurance marker, and if we don't win this game in the next 6 minutes, we don't deserve to win it, to be honest, if we let them come back. We keep our hopes alive. We keep our fans' hopes alive. Scandella from Backstrom, Malkin from Silversberg, and Bennington. Bennington's been getting lots of points. We're just going to use the same lines, even though they haven't. Once again, only 2 goals. But maybe if I keep them the same, that will spark something. If I keep them the same back-to-back games. Let's go out swinging, baby. And down 2-0. It's looking unlikely. Crazier things have happened, though. Power play, nothing. We have 30 shots. This is pretty much Corpusalo's game. Anybody? There's nothing we can do if their goalie saves 35 shots. Forsberg will keep our hopes alive. Anyone coming in clutch? Come on, someone score. Yes! Forsberg is a freaking animal. He's an animal. Came in clutch last series in overtime twice. Now scores both of our goals to send this one to overtime. We have 40 shots, 40-22. We deserve to win this game. This will show if we are clutch enough to win a cup if we win this game. Okay, doesn't mean we will win, but it will show that we are clutch enough. One of our veterans has to step up. Or even a young guy. Someone's got to step up, my point is. If we have to get a shot, that's great. Yes! Sundqvist. I think that's 3 freaking games in a row. Oh, I didn't look at the stats. The goals. I think that's 3 games in a row for Sundqvist. It's definitely 3 of the last 4. You know, a guy who had 2 assists in the first 2 rounds now has 3 goals and 2 assists. And we are still alive. Do you believe this? Anything happened in Game 7 in front of our home fans. 2 Game 7s in the conference finals. This has been a spectacular year for the NHL playoffs. You know, anything can happen if we lose. It's kind of whatever at this point. But let's play our hearts out. Evgeny Malkin wants his... I don't know if Pittsburgh's won in this. So potentially 3rd or 4th or 5th. Yes, insurance marker, Silversberg. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Another insurance marker, please. All we gotta do is hold him off for 3 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 minute. Yes. And Lawson. Now he wasn't even starting as the playoffs started. An injury put him in and he gets the empty netter. Malkin from Geeton, Silversberg from Zaburon, Backstrom, Lawson from Gergensen, and Silversberg. Silversberg, huge game. And we are going to the Stanley Cup Finals against all odds. Who's it going to be against? Oh, it's going to be against Connor McDavid. Oh. Let me check the awards here. I can't. Fantastic. I wanted to see who's won the Stanley Cup the last 5 years. But the game doesn't let me do that for some dumb reason. Let's take a look at our player stats, I guess. We were down 3-1 and we came back. We are a team of warriors. And quite honestly, there's going to be veterans like Malkin and Scandella who probably leave. And we may end up doing worse next year. But it's all for the long-term plan, guys. Even if we do worse next year, our plan is for the young guys to grow. I just want to let that be reminded because, it's going to look like a fail if we go second round next year, but with a lot of our young guys instead of these veterans. So I just want to let you guys keep that in mind. I'll probably remind you that later. But Malkin, 12 points, Forsberg, 11. Silversberg came on that series with 10. Geet with 10. Backstrom with 9. Lacerte still kind of drifted off. Same with Gergens and Sundqvist, and 3 huge goals. Connolly has done nothing. Defensively, the only one who's a minus player is Carlo. That's not good. Biddington, 6 points. He came on that series. Goaltender, Gillies, a little bit of a bend, but he didn't break. Still great stats. Let me know if you think we can win. Let's check out the AHL squad. Are they still in it? We are. We were actually in the Calder. We are in the finale. We are in the Calder Cup Championship. Is that what it's called? I don't know what the exact term would be for the final two. But we are in it to win it. We could win both of them. Imagine what a year that would be for the Bruins organization. Let's see who's been doing what. Who's got good growth. Palmu was our regular season guy, it seems. But let's see who's been doing it in the playoffs. I should have kept track of this. I know we're down 1-0, which is kind of concerning. Forwards. Palmu, been tearing it up. Bader, this guy. Bakos just wants to make it to the NHL. No goals, but 12 assists. That's not bad. Defensively, Stratchard, no points, and he's 79. Are you kidding me? Is he not on the power play or something? How does he have no points? Oh, well, he's up to 79. He's ready to go next year. Fantastic. That's what I mean. Scandella will be replaced with him more than likely. So we might not do as good, but our young guys will get some experience. And who's been the goalie back there? This will help him grow this offseason. He might get to 84, 85. And my dog is barking, and you probably hear him. Can you please be quiet over there? I'm trying to do something. Thank you. He's not going to be quiet, so I'm going to end this episode, guys. Leave your predictions for the Stanley Cup Finals in real life and in this series if we win or not. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe so you don't miss an episode. I'll see you next time.